Hello, Lagos. Welcome to the second part of Dailies Digest here on Nigeria Info 99.3 FM. I'm Hillary Nnoruka, and as usual, I have with me Jimi Disu.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Jimi Disu. Our condolences one more time go to God Almighty. I just had the brain. The name just disappeared from my head. When I remember, I'll go back to it. She's going to be buried today at 90. I'll remember who it is. I just had a flash. The name disappeared from my head.
So know that we are live. We are on radio, but we are also live online. You can watch us on Facebook, Nigeria Info 99.3, and on YouTube, we are Nigeria Info FM.
Has it ever happened to you?
Yes, it's happened.
Yeah, I was good, and I'm attending the funeral.
Oh.
As a flash, it just went off. So I'll remember before we go.
Okay, so let's start with the papers. From the Vanguard, we have this story: no more negotiation, ransom payment to terrorists. That's from the defense minister.
Okay, it appears that our new defense minister definitely knows his onions. Okay. I think for once we might have a round peg in a round hole when it comes to the issue of defense, and I'm excited about that. But I just hope that he can walk the talk and overcome all the circumstances that could be put in his way. You understand what I'm saying? To say the right things is easy. To do it is the difficult part. There's a lot of sabotage around. There's been all the United States. Even in Nigeria, we've been hearing, even as far as Dubai, the list is going to come out of the sponsors, those in government who are active in all this mayhem that we have. As we speak, we don't have any list, we don't have anything. And if there's going to be any press conference, I might not be there because it's the guys in the field who will be there. The question they should ask the new defense minister is, when are we going to have the list of saboteurs? Are these saboteurs still within the government? And why is it so hard for us to flush them out? That is something I'm looking forward to. But when it comes to the rhetoric, the man, I think we have somebody who is quite knowledgeable. Okay, he's quite knowledgeable. I don't want to waste time. We don't have time. I would have gone through the various points that he made. But if you read the report in the Vanguard, which is on page 5. You get an idea of what the new defense minister, what he said yesterday. And the Senate, I think, having listened to criticism, didn't do bow and go. Yesterday, they grilled him for hours, which is what we expected. There was a mild drama. One of them said that, when you are grilling the Minister of Defense, every word he says, your enemies will analyze every word, but he was overruled, and so he was grilled for about 4 to 5 hours yesterday, which I think is okay. I think we're getting serious. We'd like to thank the president in the interim for making a good choice, because he could still have gone the other way. All the optics are good. He has a military background. He has there's been nothing really against him, and he's a Christian. That's all these optics are very, very important. And so for now, he fits, and he sounds quite intelligent. I must give that to him. He looks well-trained and well-grounded. But I'll ask our military people, maybe sometime next week, to give us an analysis of what to expect from him. Because, like I said, you could say all the right things. They could be written for you. You could say all the right things. But walking the talk is the most crucial. But I think he will do so. I think my hopes are slightly raised. Also, I am one of those who are inclined to believe that he will have a dotted line reporting to the Americans, because I'm sure and there's nothing bad. Is where we are. Like I said yesterday, I'm sure they'll be supervising these things. A pity, but that's what it is. Let us just have peace. The spate of kidnapping has not gone down, and he has also said that. Yes, I forgot to mention the important thing that said: no ransom payment to terrorists. It's going to be tough.
Really tough.
It's going to be tough. Are they going to kidnap the president's son or the APC chairman's son? And you say, that there'll be no payment. It's going to be tough. Whereas the truth of the matter is that for as long as you continue to pay ransom and make it lucrative, negotiate with these people, you will now begin to have sabotage from within. It will become an economic enterprise. As it is now, kidnapping has become an economic enterprise, both from within and without. Some I am sure, are even initiated from within. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes. So
we've had such cases.
Things are going to be. I'd advise a lot of people not to travel this Christmas, and everybody should be on the lookout and be very, very careful. He says there'll be no negotiation, no ransom payment. I'd like to see that happen.
And I hope our future ministerial nominees will be grilled like he was yesterday.
Well, so what we are insinuating is, do we have a new Senate? I would say no. Not just yet. The ambassadorial one will tell us whether we do have or not. And the opposition against Reno is increasing. An American has written a letter to the Nigerian Senate. You should go and find that letter to read, Hillary. It's very devastating. I expect the man himself to have withdrawn. But I expect him to have withdrawn. But Nigerians can be stubborn and resolute about these things. The question to ask yourself is, did the president appoint him to embarrass him?
Who knows?
Like somebody said, has he been given the air Rufai treatment?
Well, we'll see. The coming days will
tell us.
Yes. So let's go here from page 5 to page 8. U.S. issues visa ban on Nigerians involved in anti-Christian violence.
Yes, and now the name has come back now. Is Mrs. Athawari. My apologies. Mrs. Athawari died at the age of 92. She's going to be buried today. And she was a hit on our program here on Saturday when she came at the age of 91. She became a big fan. Many people became a big fan of her. And so to her, especially her son, Fola Athawari, who is a friend, will say, may her soul rest in peace. You can come along. I might not come to work tomorrow. I'm joking. Okay, so the second story we have here is U.S. issues visa ban on Nigerians involved in anti-Christian violence. I think this so-called punishment has been overplayed. I don't think it has the kind of effect it used to have about 4 or 5 years ago. Must you go to the U.S.? No. There are many other places in the world now that Nigerians even find more attractive. They could go to China, they could go to Dubai. So it's not really an incentive to do good. The world has changed. The days when everybody wanted to go to the U.S., those days I think they're going. I don't know if they are gone. They are going. But it says here that there will be visa restriction targeting Nigerians accused of undermining religious freedom. And the Marco Rubio, in a post on X yesterday, said restrictions would affect those who knowingly direct, authorize, fund, support, or carry out violations of religious freedom. Unfortunately, you won't know until you apply for your visa, and they will not tell you this is the reason why you've not been given. So some of you might have to change your names. Maybe you don't know. If your name tallies with somebody's name, you could be perceived to be a member of his family. So anyway, that's the latest thing that we have. But when I saw it, I just sniggered and said to myself, going to the States is no big deal. There are other places of the world. It's no longer a disincentive. It's no longer a disincentive. Excuse me. The rest of the world has played catch up. They've played catch up on this thing. So next one.
All right, so let's move on to this one. Police escorts of any VIP will be arrested, according to the police.
This daily harassment about police escorts. I ask myself, don't the police have a database? Don't you have a database that says that Mr. Hillary Nnoruka, ASP, should be so and so post? Don't you have a database? This idea of, every day saying they're going to arrest the policeman, are you going to arrest the VIP too? what I seem to fear from all this news that we get every day is that a lot of those attached to the VIPs have not reported back to base, and the police don't even know where they are. The police don't know where they are. I mean, if you give a notice to look, if Nigeria Info says you're posted to Abuja, you are going to resume on Monday, then you resume on Monday. Have you posted these people? Have they reported? Why the harassment in the papers to say that the Nigerian police has warned that any police officer found providing escort or protection for a VIP will be arrested and it will be considered illegal duty? It's frightening. It's frightening because for me, what this translates to is that the police don't know where their men are.
Or Jimmy, could it be a political statement?
It's not they don't know where they.
I mean, the president's statement.
See, if the armed forces that I used to know would know where everybody is posted. I worked in government before now. I worked in the Ministry of Justice. When you post, you say all posts to report back to base at 00 hours on a certain day. Heaven help you if you don't report. The records are there. What the feeling I'm beginning to get is that they don't have the full records of where all their policemen are. And I also feel that it's possible that policemen who have retired from service are still providing escort for VIP in uniform. So it's probably those ones who they'll be thinking of arresting. Either which way, it is sad, but what has to be done has to be done. What the police have not told us is if we can do a civil, because there is something called civilian arrest. I think civilians have the power up to a point. You can do a citizen's arrest.
Of a police officer.
You can do a citizen's arrest. How you go about it, I'm not too sure. Whether we citizens, we are allowed to do that because we should be able to hook some of the VIPs. Okay, come here. What are you doing with this man? Maybe all of us need to get involved. We should start thinking about it.
Maybe we should, because it's surprising that even the president.
We should. I'm going to end this one. I'm going somewhere this afternoon. If I see any policeman, I say, "Oh, come, my friend, come. What are you doing?"
I'll go with you. I need to see whether you do it.
I can do it too. I can do it. See, because all of us have to now start getting involved in changing things in this country. We have to start getting seriously involved. And so there's a whole story here. This is credited to Hundeyi, the first spokesman. And he says that according to the president, any VIP who requires official security will not have to obtain well-armed personnel from the NSCDC. Now, the NSCDC was set up principally during the war to fill in the gaps, to provide security. Now that we are under police, why do you want people to go to the NSCDC now to go and deplete what they have? You have a shortage of policemen. You should have used the NSCDC to back them up, deploy them to police stations and so on to do more police duties. Let the VIPs go and take care of themselves. Why must the government take them out of the caring for general citizens and make them special people? Let them go and buy their protection. So this idea of telling people drop the police and go to NSCDC, anytime from now you're going to have a problem. There'll be no NSCDC. Yesterday, for example, the Lagos state government are trying to flush out some miscreants on the Lagos Ekpe whatever road. You would have needed members of NSCDC to join the team because they were almost overwhelmed. So I don't even support the idea. What is it? When you go to Europe, do you see how many VIPs do you see being offered protection? For you to get state protection, there must be a present and immediate danger, or you are allowed that under the constitution and it is well stated. In Nigeria, a musician, I know a musician, he has about 2 or 3 in his house in Ijebu. He has 2 or 3 in his house in Lagos. One follows him, another follows his wife, another follows his mistress.
That's
one man.
At least 9.
Yes. Yes. That's what you have. check it and see. Look at some bank MDs when they are moving on the streets. Some so-called VIPs, vagabonds in power, you call them in Kalakuta. Some of them have more security than even the governor himself. Yes.
That's shocking.
I can mention names.
Maybe we should leave the mentioning.
I knew you would say that. People say that, but you know. but we see them every day. They are around here. I know that we are surrounded by them here. We see them every day. And you ask yourself, we've been bound to the Philistines, the ordinary people. We have to now provide our own protection. Yeah, security. Which kind of security you get, Hillary?
I have God.
Who doesn't have God? I'll tell Sheriff to give you part of his own that I gave him.
So Sheriff has.
I gave him now.
I'm surprised.
I gave him. When he walks around boldly like that, is it an ordinary eye?
Oh wow! You can give me on your own. I don't need to go through Sheriff.
No, go and share with Sheriff on this. It's not for
okay, Uncle Jimmy. No problem. When Sheriff comes back, but let's move on here. So the story in the Daily Trust.
Yes.
Senate moves to tag kidnapping as an act of terrorism.
It's not only kidnapping. It's time that we tag corruption as an act of terrorism.
But how do you now define
China, I think the punishment for corruption in China, I think it's death or life imprisonment. It's time we did that. It's become so brazen, it's become so commonplace that if you don't do that, we're not going anywhere. You know, but now that it seems that it's going to affect them, now it's an act of terrorism, and the punishment, I think, is death.
Yeah,
the death penalty. Why don't we have, if they're so concerned about corruption, the president should send a bill where corruption should be at least life imprisonment. Minimum 25 years. A situation where somebody has stolen about half of the budget of a state. There's no money to treat people. People have died and so on and so forth. The least we should do, we should equate it with manslaughter. Yes.
Yeah, true, because corruption kills more than most
corruption kills more than armed robbery. That's what Fela said in Authority Stealing. Now you don't hear the sound before.
I think I have.
Authority Stealing past armed robbery. Yes, what a man will steal with his pen is about 1 million times more than what an armed robber will steal with a gun.
So true.
But the effect is more devastating.
So true. I mean, one less hospital could lead to thousands of deaths.
Yes. We should advocate that. Then everybody will sit up. And guess what? It will come one day. Trust me, it will come one day. Hillary, look at the time.
Yeah, I'm looking at the time.
I don't want this thing to hook me up. Let me just go now.
No.
Let me respect myself.
We have about 3 more minutes.
You think so?
Yes. Okay, well, you need to sponsor me to get to the National Assembly, so I'll move for that emotion for that for corruption to become. And now have another one. Senate.
Oh yes, this is something I'm going to take up with one or two senior lawyers for us to talk about. It says the Senate backs mandatory 2-year apprenticeships for law graduates. It means that you can't practice as a full-time lawyer until you've done another 2 years after graduation. So we'll know the effect of this. Remember that it takes 4 years. Law takes 4 years in university, 1 year law school. I think there's law school that will become 2 years, 5 years before you become a lawyer.
Wow.
I'm going, I beg.
All right. So the last one this morning, Oshimbajo, Bajabiamila, Ibori, others pay tribute to Segun Awolowo.
May his soul rest in peace. Fine gentleman. And the name is not Oshimbajo, it's Oshimbajo. If you find yourself wanting to marry a Yoruba woman, you should be thanking the Lord that I'm not around on that day. I will deal with you decisively.
So I'll come for training. You train me on how to do pronounce the names and
may traditions. May his soul rest in peace.
Amen.
Amen. Okay, Hillary, I got to go.
All right, that's been it. The second part of Dailies today. This morning we had the first part earlier with you contributing, and the second part just ended. It's still the morning crossfire here on Nigeria Info 99.3 FM.